honors at Riverside National Cemetery.
We are doing this story to fulfill a promise made by a member of the KTLA News team to a Marine and a family member before he died. Frank Buckley has our story.
Detail, Ted.
The Marines on duty at Riverside National Cemetery
Ready!
are with the Memorial Honor Detail Team,
Aim!
known
Fire!
as Semper Fi No. 1.
Off, point, left.
If you look closely, you'll notice that these Marines are a little older than those who usually stand duty.
Off, point, left.
These Marines are no longer on active duty. They served in that role as young men. Today, some of these Marines are in their 70s, yet they continue to serve on one of the 35 all-volunteer Memorial Honor Detail teams that provide military committal services for every veteran who served honorably and who wants military honors at the end of their lives.
This is something that every veteran deserves.
Their leader, Mac McLean, says that's true even when it's one of their own, as it was a couple of years ago when Corporal Calvin Deneau of Semper Fi No. 1 learned he had a terminal illness. And it turned out Calvin Deneau was also one of our own. Mr. Deneau's son-in-law was Henry DiCarlo.
I always felt I was very lucky. I had two great fathers. He was like a father to me.
And as his second father lay dying, Mr. Deneau asked Henry to make him a promise.
He said, Henry, please, two things. Take care of my daughter. And, recognize these men.
And so today, we fulfill that promise.
When Henry told me about the promise that he made to his father-in-law and when he asked me to help, I was honored and moved. I knew firsthand just how important these military honor details are to the veterans and their families, because just over a year ago, my own dad was laid to rest here at Riverside National Cemetery.
Master Chief Bill Buckley was a hospital corpsman who treated sailors and Marines for 30 years. My dad had a Navy honor detail team. Henry's father-in-law was a Marine, and when the end came for him, his Marines were the ones who made sure his uniform was just right, that he had the military honors he deserved.
It was comforting for him to know that these men
That they were going to be there for him.
And Semper Fi No. 1 is there for every veteran, no matter the branch of service, there at their own expense, volunteering 3 days a month to fulfill a promise made to every veteran who has served this nation in uniform.
Nobody left behind.
Forever guided by the Marine Corps motto, Semper Fi, always faithful. In Riverside, Frank Buckley, KTLA 5 News.
Some 5,600 veterans receive military honors at Riverside National Cemetery every year by 35 all-volunteer military honor detail teams, including Semper Fi No. 1. Now, if you'd like to help Semper Fi No. 1, or if you would just want to learn more about it, just go to their website. Again, theyserve.org is their website. Great men. I'm so happy that KTLA allowed me to tell this story and that Frank did it. Dear to my heart. It's very emotional. I lost my father-in-law as he was in our home preparing for his death, and my father unexpectedly died. So we lost two fathers in 14 days. So for me to relive this, but finally to put closure, is really important.
And to be able
me and my family.
share it with Frank, who lost his dad last year. And both of you, I think there's been some healing through this process.
Well, he was the one I went to. I said, Frank, this is dear to me and my family. Please get this story. And he took it over, and he did such a great piece, and couldn't be more proud of it.
It's amazing. Those men in their 70s making sure that it's done right in respect to show. Thanks for paying.
And thanks for opening your heart to show this with us.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Henry.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short break on this Memorial Day 2012. We'll be right back.